Here's a fact that will stop you in your tracks. Sears, which once employed more Americans than the U.S. military, now has fewer stores than Starbucks locations in Manhattan. The company that built the American middle class is down to just 11 stores nationwide. 11 Sears stores. That's the death of an empire. In just the past 12 months, major retailers have announced over 3,200 permanent store closures. CVS is shutting down 900 locations. Walgreens is closing 1,200 stores. Even Dollar Tree is liquidating hundreds of Family Dollar locations. These aren't pandemic casualties. These are permanent shutdowns of profitable stores in busy shopping centers. The entire business model of physical retail is collapsing. High rents that made sense when foot traffic was guaranteed now feel like death sentences. Organized theft rings are stealing stores out of business. An entire generation has simply stopped shopping in stores. What you're witnessing is the systematic dismantling of America's massively overbuilt retail infrastructure. Let's go through this lot now. Number 1, Walmart. The retail giant is shutting down stores in 6 states, with California hit hardest at 6 locations. When the most successful retailer in history starts closing stores, you know the situation is serious. These aren't market-based closures. These are locations being stolen out of business by organized retail theft. Number 2, Amazon Fresh. Amazon, the company destroying physical retail, is closing their own physical stores. Fresh locations in California and Virginia are shutting down because even Amazon can't make grocery stores profitable. The most successful e-commerce company in history, with unlimited resources and the world's most advanced logistics, tried to revolutionize grocery shopping and failed. Grocery stores operate on 1 to 3% profit margins. With theft exploding 25% in 2 years, many stores lose money on every customer. Number 3, Walgreens. The pharmacy chain is closing 2,150 locations by 2027. That's nearly a quarter of their 8,600 stores. This will create pharmacy deserts across America. Insurance reimbursements are declining while operating costs increase. Prescription delivery services are capturing younger customers, leaving physical pharmacies with only older, less profitable patients. Number 4, Macy's. The department store accelerated closures, shutting 65 stores by January 2025 instead of the planned 50. When America's most iconic department store chain closes this aggressively, it signals the end of an era. These closures are devastating because Macy's are often anchor stores. When they leave, entire shopping complexes die. Number 5, Best Buy. The electronics retailer is closing 24 stores this year, 15 more planned for 2025. The company that survived Amazon by focusing on service is now failing because the replacement cycle collapsed. People upgrade phones every 2 years, but keep TVs for a decade. Plus, manufacturers like Apple and Samsung are opening their own stores, cutting out the middleman entirely. Number 6, 7-Eleven. The convenience chain is closing 444 of their 13,000 North American locations due to declining sales. When convenience stores close, it signals absolute fundamental change in consumer behavior. Online ordering and online delivery have eliminated most impulse purchases and emergency needs. Why stop at 7-Eleven when you can have everything delivered? Number 7. Advance Auto Parts. The auto parts retailer is shutting down 523 corporate stores and pulling out of 204 independent locations. The automotive aftermarket is getting crushed by two forces: cars lasting longer than ever, and Amazon dominating DIY car repair sales. But there's a deeper problem. Electric vehicles are about to destroy the entire auto parts industry. An electric vehicle has 20 moving parts, compared to 2,000 in a gas engine. Number 8. Dollar General. The discount chain closed 27 locations in January while only opening 9 new stores. When dollar stores start closing, the economic situation is absolutely serious. These stores were designed to operate with skeleton crews in low-rent locations, but even those costs have exploded. This is devastating for rural communities where Dollar General is often the only nearby retail option. Number 9. Kohl's. The department store is closing 27 underperforming stores. This is significant because Kohl's was supposed to be the department store survivor with off-mall locations and rewards programs, but their innovations couldn't overcome the fundamental problem. People don't shop for clothes the way they used to. Number 10. JCPenney. The retailer is closing 8 more stores after emerging from bankruptcy. The department store model is stone dead. Why browse multiple departments when you can search for exactly what you want online? Discovery shopping has been replaced by algorithmic recommendations. Number 11. Foot Locker. The sneaker retailer is closing over 400 stores by 2026. This represents the death of mall culture and sneaker retail. Sneaker culture has moved entirely online through apps and digital platforms. The social aspect of sneaker shopping has been replaced by Discord servers and Instagram accounts. Number 12. Party City. The party supply chain is closing every single store by February the 28th, 2025. The company is going out of business. This shows you how specialized retail is dying. When you need party supplies now, you order them online or pick them up at Target. There's no need for a dedicated party store. Number 13. Big Lots. The discount retailer went through bankruptcy and got acquired at the last minute, but many locations are still closing. The company never figured out their identity: furniture store, discount retailer, or home goods chain. While they had an identity crisis, dollar stores stole their customers. The real issue is the disappearing middle class that Big Lots depended on. Number 14. Domino's. The pizza chain is closing up to 205 locations, signaling trouble for the delivery industry. The delivery model that seemed unstoppable during the pandemic is showing cracks. Delivery costs have skyrocketed, customers pushing back against fees. Ghost kitchens and meal kits offer better alternatives. Number 15. Forever 21. The fast fashion retailer is closing up to 200 locations, marking another nail in fast fashion retail's coffin. Chinese retailers like Shein and Temu offer the same fast fashion at lower prices with direct shipping. Why go to a mall when you can get a dress for $5 delivered? Number 16. Denny's. The diner chain is closing 150 restaurants by 2025, shocking for a chain built on being always open everywhere. The 24-hour restaurant model is dying. Crime rates make overnight operations too dangerous and expensive. Insurance costs for 24-hour locations have tripled. Number 17. TGI Fridays. The casual dining chain closed 36 locations in January, plans to sell 9 more. The company that invented the singles bar scene is struggling to survive. The themed restaurant concept is outdated. Modern consumers want authentic experiences, not artificial themes. Number 18. Red Robin. The burger chain is closing up to 70 locations. The sit-down burger restaurant concept doesn't make sense anymore. Why pay $15 for a burger and wait 20 minutes when you can get similar quality at Five Guys in 5 minutes? Number 19. Dick's Sporting Goods. The sporting goods retailer is closing 35 stores this year. The sporting goods industry faces a perfect storm. The pandemic fitness boom is over, and outdoor recreation has shifted toward experiences rather than gear purchases. For preppers, this means fewer local sources for essential emergency equipment. Number 20. Joann Fabrics. The craft retailer is closing all remaining stores after their second bankruptcy filing. This is devastating for crafters, anyone who sews. The craft industry has been hollowed out by mass production and changing hobbies. Younger generations don't have time for traditional crafts. Number 21. Goodwill. The thrift chain is closing locations. 13 stores in California alone. When thrift stores can't make it work, retail economics are fundamentally broken down. Donation quality has declined. Online retail platforms capture higher value items before they reach Goodwill. Number 22. On the Border. Tex-Mex chain On the Border closed nearly a third of their 120 restaurants and filed for bankruptcy. Casual dining is being squeezed from both sides. Fast casual chains offer similar quality at lower prices, while delivery makes restaurant meals available at home. Number 23. Jack in the Box. The fast food chain closed several locations after their stock plummeted. Regional chains are getting squeezed out as the fast food industry consolidates. Drive-through efficiency has become everything. If you can't serve customers in under 90 seconds, you are losing money. Number 24. Del Taco. A major franchisee filed for bankruptcy and closed 18 Colorado locations, leaving only one store in the entire state. Regional restaurant chains are getting crushed. They lack marketing budgets to compete with national chains, but don't have local loyalty that keeps independent restaurants alive. Number 25. Cosmux. McDonald's is closing 3 experimental locations. This coffee-focused concept was supposed to compete with Starbucks, but failed before it started. Beverage-focused restaurants have insane overhead costs, expensive equipment, trained staff, premium ingredients, but charge coffee shop prices. Number 26. PNC Bank. The financial institution is closing branches across multiple states, continuing the accelerating trend of bank branch closures. Digital banking has made physical branches largely obsolete for most customers. Only older customers and small businesses still need in-person banking services. Number 27. LL Flooring. The flooring retailer almost closed before being acquired by a private equity firm. Nearly 100 stores were set to close as part of their bankruptcy filing. The home improvement retail market has been captured by Home Depot and Lowe's. Specialty retailers can't compete on price and can't compete on selection. Number 28. Torrid. Women's apparel chain Torrid is closing up to 50 stores as part of their optimization plan. Plus-size fashion has moved online, where customers have more privacy and better selection. Physical stores face additional challenges of sizing variations and fitting room anxiety. Number 29. Kirkland's. Home decor chain Kirkland's is closing underperforming stores while trying to pivot to the Bed, Bath & Beyond brand they acquired. People are keeping homes longer and renovating less frequently. The home decor cycle has slowed dramatically. And number 30, Smoky Bones. The barbecue chain is closing at least 9 locations and converting half their remaining stores to the Twin Peaks brand. The barbecue restaurant market is brutal because it requires expensive equipment, skilled labor, and long cooking times. But customers won't pay premium prices for casual food. For preppers and anyone serious about emergency preparedness, these closures are early warning signals of a supply chain becoming more centralized, fragile, and dependent on digital infrastructure. When your local Advance Auto Parts closes, where do you get emergency car repairs during a crisis? When pharmacies shut down, how do you access medications during supply disruptions? When grocery stores consolidate, what happens to food security? The retail apocalypse isn't just changing where we shop, it's fundamentally altering community resilience. Every closed store represents one less backup option, one less piece of the distributed network communities depend on during emergencies. Smart preppers are mapping retailers that are staying open, building relationships with local businesses, and becoming less dependent on just-in-time retail altogether. The survivors will be those adapting fastest to a world where consumers expect everything delivered, customized, and available 24/7. But centralization creates vulnerability. When everything moves to a few giant platforms, we become more efficient but less resilient. The redundancy that kept community supplied during disruptions is being eliminated for cost cutting. The retail apocalypse is just beginning. The question isn't whether more retailers will close, it's whether your community will be ready when they do. Thank you for watching.